At the end of May of this year, Disney will release a long-awaited film, The Little Mermaid, as another remake of the legendary cartoon. And of course, the main stumbling blocks in this case were violations of the canon by filmmakers, and secondly, the fact that House of Mouse makes remakes not always the best, because seems already they got remakes from every popular project that they had before in the previous time. But there is something special about Little Mermaid, because this movie, long before release, became the most disliked Hollywood movie of all time, overtaking even the incredible numbers of the first trailer of The Rings of Power from Amazon. So what is happening here, and does it really the internet trolls are guilty in that dislikes, as the main star of the movie says? Hi everybody, it's Alex Gray, and today we got a little bit different topics. Today we'll talk about news in Hollywood, movie, and actors, and what's going on the internet. Well, in 2019, it became known that the Disney company is going to make a Little Mermaid movie. Many strange and not unreasonable. After all, the fashion of big movie makers is to revisit permanent remakes, and in recent year has caused quite a significant share of negativity, especially considering the fact of what the qualities these films are. And of course, everything got worse at the time when it turned that the main role of the Ariel herself, a Little Mermaid, with the blue eyes, red hair, and a very white skin, would be played by Halley Bailey, who, put it mildly, does not fit into such an image at all. And of course, filmmakers convinced and continue to convince everyone that they did not have an initial plan to make a Little Mermaid dark-skinned. There are very few people who believed in that. So let's listen to what the director of the Little Mermaid, Rob Marshall, said earlier to the Entertainment Weekly portal. According to the Marshall, he had no plans when it came to casting Ariel, and his team auditioned all nationalities for the role. Before choosing Bailey, we were just looking for a better actress for this role. We searched from all nationalities, and the goal was to find someone who could be incredibly strong and passionate, beautiful, smart, and with a lot of fire and joy, with all those qualities, plus such a voice that roles required for The Little Mermaid. Of course, we could believe that, but having a president with the same Disney, with the Snow White and the Black Peter Pan and the Alice, and honestly speaking, very hard to believe. So now they have to pay for that, and they will pay everything. Now the authors of The Little Mermaid, together with Disney company, seems to be paying their price before even the star of the film. After the fact that the first trailer of Little Mermaid, released about 6 months ago, has already collected more than 27 million views, became the most popular disliked Hollywood promotion on YouTube in the history. Before this title belonged to another terrible remake of the Ghostbusters 2016, which collected more than 1.6 million dislikes. Then this record was beaten in 2020 by the film The Cuties from Netflix, which collected 2.4 million dislikes. And The Rings of Power, with their 30 million views, did not win in the competition of the most dislikes, because it disappointed and collected only the 2 million dislikes. And now the winner of this competition is Little Mermaid 2023 from Disney, with incredible estimate of 3.5 million thumbs down for Hollywood trailers, and it's a record. So the House of Mouse can be proud itself. They beat the record. So I think that after the movie release, the all pride will disappear somewhere, because the shareholders of the Disney are obviously waiting for another hundreds of $millions in losses. But if you believe the star of this movie, Halley Bailey, she said that this is all internet trolls and all of them are guilty and the movie is incredible. Recently she said that as a dark-skinned person, you just expect it and it doesn't shock you anymore. I never read my comments. I know that people say it's not the race, but as I become the Little Mermaid, people don't understand that when you're black, and for all this community, it's very important to see themselves in the movies, in the cartoons. An actress summed up that all this negative of the film comes from the toxic, boring trolls who are not able to come to terms with the main character. Whatever she said, but all the dislikes show the opinion of people about this Black Little Mermaid. And this is only a preliminary result, and I think there will be more interesting after the premiere of the film on the big screens, and we will be returned to this topic. In my opinion, that she would be a good actress, but not the Ariel. There is a lot of friends of the Ariel, and she could play another mermaid, but not the main character. Main character should be a canon, and you could put the friend with a black skin, dark skin mermaid. She could be one of the sisters of Ariel. But the screenwriters did not bother themselves about that. They just take the main storyline and just put the Black Mermaid. And also they could just change the storyline, change her name. It could be not Ariel, it's be the different movie about different mermaids with a different story, and she could be the main character, but not Ariel. What's the problem, screenwriters? I saw that reaction of the children that were black, that they're so happy to see Ariel, that she's one of us, because now they can associate themselves with the Little Mermaid. But what about other children? It's approximately from 12 to 14% of the black people in USA. And what about other? What about Mexican, about Latin, about white children? What about their opinion? They cannot associate themselves with the Little Mermaid now. What about that? This is a canon. You cannot change that, Disney. If it's Ariel is white, so just treat the white actress. If you want to put black characters, you could put it, but not change the main character. What for you do that? Now you see, without dislikes, that people did not like that. So guys, I need a feedback from you. So comment down below what you think about that. What is your opinion? Should I do more videos about Hollywood, or should I be just strictly doing news, or I could do whatever I want? I know that we are not so big. It's only not so big subscribers. But I want you to subscribe because I need to grow. I need only you could help me to grow. So I need this. I will be very grateful if you watch this video from the beginning to the end and watch other videos. I need your help to grow, because that's my goal. I need to have a bigger audience, and I will share my opinion, my views, my vision of the world for the news, for some other topics. But mostly it will be news, and I think that this format is good for you. So hit the like, subscribe for more, comment down below what you think about that, share with your friends. This was Alex Gray, and goodbye. And you know how horrible movie The Rings of Power was, because there's so much videos on the internet. I saw how people analyze everything that's happening in this series, how bad is the storyline, the action, this CGI, everything is not so good about this series, and about, of course, the Black Elves that out of canon, of course, and a lot of different scenes that you know, but we're not talking about that. We talk about Little Mermaid.